profusely to tonight's program. Good evening once more to all invited guests and participants in today's program, International Women's Day. And we want to contribute our quotas to this well-celebrated Women's Day. I give kudos to women because of their role in the society. Women, whether they are young women or middle-aged women, or women that are already aged or aging, we welcome you all today and we'll celebrate you in our own little way. And tonight, we are bringing to you a very special program, what we think all women must know so that you can live graceful life. Women are important, but they should not go through the struggles, the stress. The toxic nature of our environment today should not be your portion. Because at the end of the day, when men are stressed up, we look forward to, oh, you are in order. So we have a lot for you, but will be handled by a woman that have experienced all that women have experienced, that have gone through the four walls and understand exactly what women are facing. Yet, in addition, she has a solution. She has what to do, like a word of advice, preferring particularly your wellness. You have to be well to look after the men. So once more, welcome you. And who is capable of doing this? A retired and seasoned pharmacist that have practiced over 30 years, understand the medical physiology and anatomy of what a woman is. And I've gone through all the stages in life what women should go through. So with her wealth of experience, I want to welcome her. She is Mrs. Justina Ekperijin. So listen carefully and share the experience with others. So I want to welcome you, Mrs. Justina Ekperijin. Welcome.
Of course, we, the women, today is our day. So I want to especially welcome all the women also. Good afternoon from my side, and it might be good evening for people in Nigeria, depending on where you are actually joining us from. We really welcome you warmly. We know you are royalty and you deserve to live like a royalty. It's all about a well-informed mind, and that's what we'll be discussing today. International Women's Day is not just about march past, it's not just about women liberation, it's not about politics, it's not about equality, it's more about prioritizing your own needs, your own well-being. So I'm going to be talking about women of today. In this kind of unprecedented times, we all know that the woman needs to do certain things to be able to be the full and complete woman that she was created to be. We know that today, every strong woman is being celebrated. All the women that have made things happen, you are being celebrated. All the intelligent, talented women, we are all being celebrated today. That is because we have been impactful. For you to be able to impact the world outside what we are fighting for, which today, more importantly, we should think about how we can prioritize our needs, our well-being, our strength, our vitality, everything that makes the woman who she is, being a complete woman. So we know that women are great, because when I was doing this write-up, I did a quick research and just Googled what makes the woman unique, what makes the woman great. And I tell you, a lot of things came up, quite a lot of things. But I decided to just bring out the things that 4 college degrees in the United States. And if you relate that to Nigeria and all the other African countries, you know that this is actually true, because women were actually very, very intelligent. That doesn't mean that the men are not. They are also, but we need to know what, because it's Women's Day, what makes the woman unique. Girls' brains generally mature 2 years earlier than the boys' brain. These are signs, what researchers have proved. An average woman lives about 2 to 5 years longer than men. And women, they see more colors than men. That's why they used to say men are color blind, but it's not because they are color completely that they don't see colors, but because the kind of colors, the kind of way the woman are able to differentiate colors and put colors together makes the woman very, very unique. So this is a shout out to all the women, all mothers, all daughters, all sisters, whatever you are, even if you are just a child, just coming to the world, we want to celebrate you today. As you age, as you grow up, from left to right, do you know the mother among these 4? What do you think is making them look almost the same age? What is about her that making her still filled with laughter, vitality, strength after bringing up these ladies? They are all successful entrepreneurs. So if you're in the house and you think the first one from left to right is the mother, just type 1. If you believe is the second person, type 2. If you think it's the third person, type 3. If you believe it's the fourth person, type 4. And if you think the youngest person here is also 1, 2, 3, 4, I just want us to relate something about the woman. Because we grow older, every woman wants to look young, every woman wants to be filled with vitality, want to enjoy it, but what contributes to that? So that we don't miss out just thinking that today is a political day to hype more on how we can drive equality, how we can drive politics, how the strong woman can, you know, have all those positions that we have been advocating for. But outside that, my people, we need to prioritize our well-being, our strength, because a well-informed mind of a woman will create a wonderful nation. A woman that is well-informed, that is healthy, that is strong, that everything about her well-being is in place, will be intelligent and bring up the perfect family. We bring up a society that is blossoming. We bring up a world that we are all longing for. Invest in a woman. Invest in yourself. Every woman here, please, I want to see the chat box. Let me see if somebody is getting who is the mother. Okay, 2, 3. I've seen 2, 3, 3. Okay, it's like 3 is winning. 3 is winning. That is amazing. I really think that a lot of people in the house are following, because really it's number 3. And the number 4 is the youngest daughter in this group. I want you to know that if you go to her page, you will see everything she has described, what people are losing out for. She was celebrating the age we live in, where the world has become a global village, where she is able to know what is happening to the S and something and above. And today you can find out what is specific among those nations, and any research done today, you can access it with a well-informed mind, put together and decide on the way, the direction of your life, your well-being, your health, your strength, your vitality, your look, everything cannot be put in place with a well-informed mind. And so, my people, that is why we are here today. We want to educate ourselves. We want to know what the facts are, because every woman, from the day you are born, whether you are still young, whether you're middle age, whether you are aging, whether you are above 60, and you are grandmother, you know very well that the health needs that a woman is putting in place is very, very different from that of the men. You will see that women, whether we are girls or whatever age, we experience crisis and emergency situation very different from men. our exposure to diseases and the way we relate and the way we handle them very, very different. But people are not so informed, so they make a lot of mistakes. I give you an example. A couple can have sexually transmitted disease, and the husband and wife will just take the antibiotic that the culture sensitivity report says they should take. The man can have complete remission of that disease, and the woman is still battling with it. And after some time, she will reverse the man again, and you keep seeing that family fighting that same infection. Reason is that the surface area that the man is treating, just the urethra, and it's all gone. But the woman, the womb, the cervix, the vagina, every part, the fallopian tubes, the infection has gone to, they all have to be handled. The woman needs to be well informed as to how to handle her body for her well-being, and that will not impact on all the family members. You see that a healthy woman is a healthy family. A strong woman is a strong family. A woman has self-confidence that is able to do all this and is not breaking down from time to time, is also imparting the family with the same ideology. So it's important we get well informed as to how to take care of our bodies and how to take care of others. Just like they always say in the plane, wear your mask, your ventilation mask before you wear others. So empowering women's wellness to navigate life stages with confidence and self-care is essential. And this knowledge we must process, we must utilize for our awareness, for our well-being, for our health, for our vitality, for our longevity. Because if everything I'm going to say today resonates with you at all, you will be able to pass it on to others. You'll be able to imbibe it, utilize it, become a better self. And by this time next year, you are celebrating who you have become. So as a woman, our bodies naturally undergo changes from puberty to marriage, pregnancy, menopause, and beyond, even as you age. And you see that in all these stages, there are different demands on the body. Hormonal changes, there are things that are going on, and if you don't understand what to do, you might just make a lot of mistakes. I've seen some just on their menopause, they're on admission, they're taking hormonal therapy, in spite of the side effects that are being revealed now about cancer and all the rest. They can't just help it, they can't handle the situation. That is why we need to be well informed, so that we remember that to be forewarned is to be forearmed. You are going to arm yourself, prepare your body, so you don't really have to jeopardize our head just because of the natural phenomena, natural cycles that the woman is going through. So these changes can have significant impact on our emotional well-being, on our mental well-being, on our own self, everything, on our skin, on our look. A lot of people are very concerned about how we look, but we don't need to go through that in the wrong way. Self-care for every woman is very important because it starts with you. You are self-leading others. Let it start with you, from your experience, from the goodness, from everything you are gaining. You are able to impart your environment, your family, other female, the younger ones coming up, you're able to impart them positively. So whether you are multitasking or you streamline your work, you are just keeping to yourself, you will understand that at different stages of life, we need to know what to do about who we are as women. So in this presentation, we are going to explore key topics related to women's well-being, and this will definitely include, but not limit, what I'm going to discuss here because of time might not be everything about a woman, because we all know that our body, we women, we are complex creatures, but well endowed. So remember, we are going to discuss about women's hormonal health, whether it has to do with the premenstrual syndromes, the acne, pimples that come up because of the cycles, hormonal difference. You see a lot of breakouts all over the face, and the young lady is really so concerned because you still want to look good. If it is mood changes, like I was sharing with my colleague the other day, a friend of mine who one day just woke up and had this challenge. It was very disturbed, mood changes, and he was telling the husband, "You're not going to work today. Seize the key." The husband was so surprised. There was no previous problem, not the rest. Why is she in this mood? It is the nature, it is the hormonal changes. She did not understand. And the man just calmed down, begged her, petted her and everything. When she released the kitchen, I called me and said, I don't even know what was wrong with me. The man did not do anything wrong. But what? And I explained, yes, hormonal changes. You can have anxiety state, you can just fall into depression sometimes. You can just see that you can't just handle some situations. It is really natural. If you understand the hormonal cycle of women, you will be able to handle them so perfectly well, and you will have a harmonious family life. So I'm going to be talking about hormonal changes, reproductive health. We all know very well that this is very important, except you are single and not in the marriage sector. You know that reproductive health is very important, because as you prepare the body, that is how conception will come. Even when you are pregnant, especially for those of us who have passed through it, we know that it's something you're supposed to enjoy. It's a natural phenomenon. It's not a sickness. It's not something that you should be sad about. You can see the woman there, she's so confused. She's having lethargy, fibromyalgia everywhere, pains everywhere, internal heat is happening, sweating unnecessarily everywhere. She's having mood swings unnecessarily, anxiety, depression is happening. This is just to name a few. Some people have gone on admission because of this. It is something you enjoy if you know what to do, if you know how to prepare your body, so that during menopause, you should actually have the most exciting time of your life. That was what happened to me. I'm now in my 60s. For menopause, I was always celebrating and telling my friends what to do, because they think that if you cannot sleep in the night, you'll be amazed at how exciting life can be. So don't get yourself into more problems with mental health, anxiety state, depression. It is something that you need to know beforehand. Thank God you are here. It's not by coincidence. I'm sure God ordered your steps here. What you will learn today, if you apply it, I can assure you, the way 20 years ago, I listened carefully. I saw a woman in her 60s. That was Mrs. Oyemade. I don't ever forget. I was so amazed. That time I was in my 40s. I was amazed that she was dancing on heels. She was, excited, happy. Her skin was glowing in her 60s. And there I was in my 40s. I couldn't wear heels. I couldn't dance. I was wondering what was going on. Of course, I inquired, took the necessary steps, and now in my 60s, I can wear heels, I can dance, I can enjoy my life, vitality, everything. And I'm also passing the information on, and I believe that somebody here is going to also celebrate by the grace of God. So self-care and mindfulness is all we are talking about. Self-leading others. We will discuss the importance of self-care here today. Mindfulness, they said, do or always attend to what matters most. What matters most, I know eternity to all of us, but starting with self-care is an act of gratitude to God. The importance of, promoting or practicing exercises, good nutrition, removing toxic load from the system. Don't let people deceive you and tell you that it's not important, because even though we have organs of detoxification, you will agree with me that in this age, we have overwhelmed these organs of detoxification. If you know the processes, go and Google them, the way the liver, the kidney, the skin, and the lymph nodes, and all organs of detoxification, the way they work, you will see that the plastics, the petroleum byproducts, the chemicals, and so many things we are using to process food these days is actually something we need to work hard on to remove from the system. And anybody that is just ignorant or decided to pretend that it's not happening is just postponing the doomsday. It's like a time bomb waiting to explode. And every sister, every brother present here today, we know very well that the said information is knowledge when it is well applied. I do believe that somebody will, in years to come, celebrate that what we have heard today, you actually put it into action, and you are celebrating Women's Day with that special gift of information that money cannot buy. So from nutrition to exercises, to relationship, to relaxation, to rejuvenation from inside out, and creative expression, and the way you relate. I tell you that one thing that I know has happened to me is the way the relationship I now have with others is able to help everybody around me is also very, very impactful. So when you practice all this and you are able to relate with people of same vision that want every woman to be healthy, to be strong, to be filled with vitality naturally. And this is science-based. We're not talking of trial and error. We're not talking of glorified native doctor. We're not talking of going to take vitamins and minerals. I'm a pharmacist by profession. You heard the announcement, close to 40 years now. You will know that most of the vitamins you go to chemists to buy, they are produced from petroleum byproducts, produced from a lot of chemicals that our bodies cannot handle. But when you are taking superfood nutrients that have been well researched by experts that have Nobel Prize, experts that have long-standing, professional, insight into what the body really needs at the cellular level to be able to heal the body from inside out, you will see that 45 years of being the leadership role of the kind of nutrition I'm going to be introducing, which you can add to eating well, exercising correctly, relaxation, this rejuvenation, express yourself to be able to move with confidence, is about prioritizing your health, your well-being, to nurture the mind, body, soul, and spirit. So you have the best version of yourself. So at the end of this presentation, I expect women will be having that better understanding of the factors that actually impact our health and our well-being. Practice the tools, the resources in promoting self-care. We are actually concerned and will be able to navigate through life. So as you grow older, you will be having that self-community, you will be excited about life, and you're able to reach and help other people about how to live a healthy lifestyle. So, my dear people, the most important point I want us to notice is that women, no matter what we are going through, no matter the stage of life we are in, this celebration is calling us to understand that if you suffer from infection, which is part of most women of reproductive age, if you suffer from osteoporosis, that is losing a lot of calcium, and you don't want your femur to break, or when you die a little, or you're playing with your grandchildren, you're having your bones breaking, or having your teeth, being pulled off before you even get to 100. Even at that age, you want to be able to enjoy chicken, enjoy all that life has to offer. If you are suffering from depression, hormonal imbalance, because you see a lot of women who are not able to maintain this hormonal balance, even at childbearing age, they are having challenges. Some of them, like I mentioned before, you see milk coming out from the breast, even when they are not pregnant. You see some of them during menses, terrible pain. I remember mine was terrible pain, throwing up, everything that was the challenge about reproductive health was a challenge for me until I got this amazing information I'm about to share with you. It was really a life changer, a game changer for me, and I know it will be for you. Also, you see a lot of women passing through depression, passing through anxiety states, passing through a lot of heart-related diseases, even heartburns, ulcer, because most women are very, very talented, and they are entrepreneurs. They are multitasking, looking after children, looking after husband, playing politics sometimes. Then you are an entrepreneur, you are bringing money to the house. And this same woman has to look good. This same woman that is passing through all this stress has to also look attractive. Even when you are hungry, you are trying to now lose weight because you want to look good, but you need the energy. Now you have to know the interplay of what to do to be able to have the vitality, the energy, all you need, and still look good, look rejuvenated from inside out, and you are able to manage the multitasking. Let me call it calling. It's a ministry, it's a calling for every woman. So all the menstrual cycle challenges, all that a woman has to go through because sometimes the mistake we make, like some people taking all those contraceptives, taking all those hormonal drugs. You can see a breast cancer is now reigning everywhere. Some people using antiperspirant, breast cancer everywhere, cervical cancer is just taking the toll of women these days. It should not be. If you know what to do. They say prevention is better, higher, cheaper than cure. I know that today a lot of people are discussing that, oh, early detection is a cure for cancer. Wherever it's located, it's not early detection that is actually, to me, the best therapy. The best therapy is what we call therapeutic nutrition for proactive health, where you preventively, you know what to do and you can prevent them. It is science-based. This is not a guesswork. It is what science has revealed, that yes, even if you are genetically predisposed to a disease, there's a way you can prevent it by not exposing yourself to triggers of these diseases. How do you do this? It is by what we call automolecular nutrition, with what the body needs at the cellular level, and also removing toxic load from time to time. That is what the body doesn't need, because today's woman is that woman that must do all these things, and yet those people are very, very, very specific about what they eat. So if you know very well that you really, really want to be healthy, your well-being is important, it's prioritized by you as something you want to pursue this year, do not play with aloe vera gel. It's our #1 product, because we own the ace when it comes to aloe vera in 4 different continents of the world. We own big plantations. I've been to the plantation. I was really blown away as a pharmacist. When I went to their production facilities, I was so impressed, so amazingly impressed. And since then, I've never looked back. That is why more than 99.7% pure aloe vera of the inner leaf. We don't use the whole leaf, because the outer ring contains of substances that our body don't want. Most other companies, because of quantity, will grind everything and use charcoal to chillate out those ones, and that's not very healthy. But we will just use the outer part, which is not healthy. We just fillet out the inner jelly-like substance inside, and we preserve with co-stabilization process to preserve all the nutrients, so that you are getting exactly as it is in the leaf without any negative effect. Like I said, it supports digestion, natural cleansing, natural detox. It's a nutrient-rich drink, 75 potentially active constituents. These are all, research proven, contains enzymes. I told you that stimulate the growth of your healthy cells and accelerate the growth of those healthy cells. Contains minerals, that all the things that body wants, especially the sugar like S-manna, that is now being researched by most world which means it will not allow toxins to come in. It will remove toxic load. You will allow toxic to go out. Then it contains natural saponins. We all remember from our small science, saponification is the making of soap, which means if you sweat or you eliminate only water-soluble pollutants. The reason why the body is so overwhelmed is that the liver that helps us to cover harmful fat-soluble pollutants is overwhelmed with challenges, because we eat fatty food, we breathe in, and we rub a lot of skincare and paste with a lot of all these fat-soluble pollutants that the body is so overwhelmed. But when you take aloe vera gel, because it contains saponins, it's able to saponify those fat-soluble pollutants, and your body, as you drink water, your body cannot eliminate it. That's why we always say, when you drink aloe vera gel, you drink water. When you do your exercise, you see that you are burning off fat, but those fat-soluble pollutants are running around vital organs, and they can go and do damages. That's why you see a lot of people, when they do only exercise without taking aloe vera gel, they still end up with a lot of challenges. You're like, this person is living a healthy lifestyle. I always see him or her running around. So why is the person developing cancer? Why is the person having heart failure? Oh, this person is a baller. Why would the person develop this? It's because as you activate the cells of the body, these toxic load that are running around, they need to be saponified and eliminated from the system. It contains natural salicylic acid. And if you remember, aspirin, salicylic acid or salicylate is what you use to relieve pain. But because of the side effect, it was withdrawn from the market because it's exciting. But when you have it in natural food, we also have it in a lot of foods in Nigeria, like your papaya and so many other foods. But in aloe vera, it's enough to help you remove pain without side effects, and a lot of amino acid. It contains all the essential amino acids that the body needs. We can go on and on about all the vitamins, minerals, trace elements that the body needs, but one thing I can assure you is that everybody needs aloe vera. But most importantly, the one for women has been specially produced because, like I explained to you, because of the surface area of our reproductive system, so wide, fallopian tube to womb to the vagina and all, you need the second one. It's not just for taste, which is called berry nectar. It is good for the reproductive system. It is good for the woman's body. No matter what stage of life you are, once you are a woman, once you are a girl, once you go to toilet that is not specifically for you, you will definitely need to take one joke with it. I know other products I will introduce are also important, but aloe vera gel and this is a must. With this, if you keep it constant, it's only time it will take, you will see that all these small challenges, oh, I don't remember things very well, oh, I don't sleep very well, or I'm having this, oh, hormonal changes, oh, I'm not able to get pregnant, or I'm having mood swings, all the challenges that you see coming up, I'm telling you, it will be a thing of the past as is going, you know, up as you keep taking it just two times a day. I also know very well that a lot of us, especially if you're of childbearing age and you are having challenges with reproduction, this multi-marker becomes very handy. It is known as the icon food for strength for women. It is the people from that country, they really take it, and their women are strong. Their women, they have libido even at old age. You can still, you know, enjoy what life has to offer. See the stamina, you know, it reduces dryness even as you grow older. But if you're looking for fruit of the womb, that multi-marker is a must that you will always take. But like I said, if you don't want to get pregnant, I advise you to, you know, stay off. Even if you're already on your menopause, if you keep taking multi-marker, the menses can come back and you can start ovulating and you can get pregnant. I'm saying this because I've had a challenge with some of my friends who, because of the head of how wonderful it is, they started taking, they were really enjoying it, and it was making their marriage sweeter and better, and they got pregnant. They called, oh, Tina, I am pregnant. What? Why will you allow this happen? I'm like, I already told you, it helps with fertility of women. But if you don't want to get pregnant, I like you to just go with this constantly. You will also enjoy, you know, your relationship. Instead of hormone therapy and all that, this will just replace that. It helps you with premenstrual syndrome. All those pimples you see yourself developing from time to time as your hormone is changing and all the rest, you just take your Vitalize. Like I said, multi-marker is for that stage of childbearing. But for men, I know they can take it throughout life, but for women, I think if you have childbearing age, multi-marker is very important. Don't do without multi-marker. But remember, the most important product I keep stressing is this Vitalize for women. Oh, women, please reach out to them today. Discuss it with them. It's important. It's not about, you know, politics now. It's not about gender equality. It's not about, you need energy. We need to make the world a better place. We need the Vitalize that will revitalize the whole body from inside out. Every woman needs it. And then another amazing product. Before Vitalize came, actually, this was one product I wouldn't play with, because the beehive, actually, very intelligent being. They use this royal jelly. You can see the name royal jellies for their royalty. And I remember they used to say that only royals used to take it in those days because it was very expensive. But God so kind, we can now also be royals if we choose to be, by taking your royal jelly. Just Google it and discover the amazing benefits of royal jelly. Not only that, the bees that take this royal jelly, they are the queen mothers and develop 3,000 eggs on a daily basis, and they live longer. Longest, in fact, most, you know, the longer of all the different species of bees, they live longest when they are on this royal jelly. Contains coenzymes, all the vitamins, all the minerals, trace elements, everything that the body needs. Royal jelly, and it's so healthy, it's so clean, it's pure. All that will help you look younger, anti-stress. A lot of people take it and you're able to just sleep up. Once you take this one with blood on sleep, I tell you, your sleep is one hand. Like I said, don't go taking drugs that you can get addicted or that can cause shaky palsy as you grow older. Just royal jelly and blossom tea, and you sleep up one hand. And this royal jelly will also help you look younger than your age. As you are growing older, you see your skin shining. I've seen a lot of women adding it to even their skincare product, the cream they rub on their skin, and they don't ever develop wrinkles. They're able to, still shine as they are growing older. The content, like you're seeing on the board, they are so amazing. Royal jelly, just 2 under the tongue. It's important you take it under the tongue because you get maximum benefit. The bioavailability is optimal by sublingual absorption. Sublingual absorption means under the tongue. You just put 2 there, 2 in the morning, 2 in the evening, you are good to go. No stress, no strain. You are able to do everything that the woman, the demand on every woman actually comes up with. I also want you to remember that I mentioned about the Eskimos not having heart-related diseases. It's been known that when you take essential fatty acid or saturated fatty acid from primary oil, from fish oil, and from olive oil that has not been touched by heat, this is very important. And as I've noticed, FFP was the first to get this proprietary blend of this oil that have not been touched by heat. Cod liver oil and all the rest, they used to use heat to extract them, and this denatures the oil, and it cannot really carry out that clearing of plasma. They are giving you all that will help the heart to be healthy, to help the blood vessels to be healthy. Now, Arctic Sea has become one product that we can to bring out my own. I forgot to bring it up now from the cupboard. You see now that this Arctic Sea, just 3 times a day with your meal is important. So everyone, for children, just 1 daily, if you can bring out the liquids if they cannot swallow. But for children that can swallow, just 1-2 times a day. And for every adult, male or female, we need it not only for heart function, not only because it's anti-cancer, and also helps the brain, myelination of the brain. Not only that it helps children to remember things, especially if you want your children to be carrying first position in school, not only because all your blood vessels, they need it to remove all the plasma to help the heart to function better. It is also very important because when you take this daily, even at pregnancy, you will see that your children will come out not only because you have challenges during delivery, the children will come out with very amazing look. Their skin, I still remember some people asking, this child is looking so smooth as if the child was born somewhere else. Because when you take Arctic Sea on a daily basis, it helps you to restore the body back to normal. It's anti-inflammatory. It helps the brain. It helps every part of the body. It is one product that every human being should take. Also, we have special skincare that are aloe vera based. So amazing product. From the product you use to exfoliate dead skin cells, the way a snake changes skin, that's how we human beings change skin also. And these skins, they don't pull out the way they can pull out its own skin. They remain there and cause wrinkles if you don't exfoliate them up. But we have our cleanser, which you can use every morning, because every day is 28 days or 28 days ago. As we change skin every 28 days, you just exfoliate with your cleanser, use the balancing toner to tone up, and we have, for those who want to look fair, we have our illuminating, serum. For those who just want to even out the skin, we have our own gel mask, vitamin C, high help the skin, and we have our own night recovery skin recovering cream. We have body lotions and things that can help you, and they will help you look so young without wrinkles. They are aloe vera based. Remember what I mentioned about Cleopatra. So who wants to look good? Who wants to look great? Who wants to be filled with confidence? Who wants to take the world to the next level? I want you to know that by the time I finish, somebody is going to explain to us how you can even buy this product with so much discount at a time. If you are actually ready to help the world, to self-lead others into this amazing life, you will be able to buy this product, will be able to get this product complete free of charge. Because as the Bible says, he that does not work should not eat, which means he that works should eat very well. Now you can eat this product, because whatever you apply on your skin is like eating. Our skin has pores. It's like eating. And you are going to access these amazing products. You can access them free of charge. And you can even make a business. You can become an entrepreneur, home-based. So every woman needs to access this opportunity without looking back. It's so amazing. Don't be frightened about what is happening in the world right now. In this unprecedented time, it's an opportunity for every woman to reset the pace, the way the world should go, by becoming a product user. That is what we call product of the product. And your testimony will show everywhere. Everybody that are my friends, our family, they already know of my testimony. That's why I didn't want to waste their money, but I was actually challenged with fibroid. I used the product, it worked for me. I decided to investigate the active ingredients in this product. Why it's able to do the kind of things that they said only surgery could remove. And when I investigated, I was so impressed. I was blown away. I saw some of the product we have, some of the active ingredients, we have them in our pharmaceutical industry, but why? Well, these ones able to work so perfectly well because they are full, they don't have side effects. Even sometimes when they say take one glass, I can take a whole jerry can and I won't have any challenge. So it's been 20 years now. I still feel, even as a grandmother, now in my 60s, what I did 20 years ago has actually impacted my life. And I work hard to impact other people's life, impact other women, impact even the men that are concerned. And I feel and I pray today has been a blessing to you. May you be a blessing to others. Even as I said, thank you. You can ask me any question. We can always be friends, and I want to relate with you. So happy Women's Day to every woman in the house. I'm probably wearing pink because we are pink ladies. We love pink. Thank you very much.
Wow. Thank you so much too. I'm not a woman, but I'm so excited knowing what women can do to give them amazing life. So you can see today is not just a day to talk about woman emancipation, woman struggle. Women are already winning. We don't need to struggle, but let's now win and become healthy. I want to thank you so much for the amazing presentation. Amazing indeed. Because I got more information and now I can apply them. I'm sure, question number one, man. The products you have listed, can men also take the products?
Thank you. That's an amazing question. Some of them, but like the Vitalize for women, of course, they can't take. We have what we call Vitalize for men, which has been specially produced with men in mind. The Vitalize for women has been specially produced with women in mind. Outside that one, yes, men can take multi-marker, very important. In fact, it's more important for men. Like I said, women of reproductive age, we need that, but men at whatever age, we need multi-marker. Arctic Sea, of course, men. Royal jelly, instead of royal jelly, we have the alternative for men, which is the bee pollen. Men should not do without bee pollen. Also from the beehive, but for the macho man, whatever you are going through, whatever stress, whatever is going on, bee pollen will also handle it for you. Every man will need the bee pollen. So men have theirs, but more importantly, the ones I've just named, they are for women. I also remember that the collagen, women take it a lot because it helps the elasticity of the cells of the body. But men also take it because of arthritis, for pain and joint rejuvenation, for nerves and all that. So they take the collagen for different purposes. But the ones I've just named is the Vitalize for women. That is my number one for every woman. I hope I've answered the question.
Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. There is a bonus video that we are going to send to all the guests that attended this program today, so that you can see down some of the products that she has talked about today. When you are relaxed at the comfort of your home, you can play the video that talks about each of these products, their benefits, their value to you. All you can do for those who are invited guests is to go back to whoever invited you today. First, tell the person thank you, because information is key. Knowledge is power. Here we're talking about you. How well can you be? And how gracious can you be? So there's a bonus video you get by the time you are home later on. But today it's an exciting day because I really want to applaud the women. I want to respect the women. I want to toast for the women. You have gone a long way. You have succeeded. You are powerful. And then you are happy to change the world, making the world a better place. So if your hands are free, come on, grab a glass of your wine. Grab a glass of your wine for what I'm doing here. Wine for everybody, and then I want to toast. May today bring a change in the life of women. May today bring progress in the life of women. May today bring the value that women need to impact in their family, to impact in the nation. May today also begin to exhibit how well you can be as a woman, so you can be stronger than this to fight for your emancipation. For you are jolly good fellows. For you are jolly good fellows. For you are jolly good fellows. I'm so sick, all of us. I'm so sick, all of us. Hooray! I'm so sick, all of us. Hooray! You are jolly good fellows. Who respect you, we adore you. Congratulations, women, today. But don't leave here without taking home something that will change your life, that will change your health, that you can also use it in impacting other people's lives. Congratulations. Congratulations, International Women's Day. You are grateful. God bless you all. If there are some few questions to take, because I have just 1 minute to close up the session now, and to say, who will I thank today? All the women in attendance. We thank you so much for coming. And who are the men in attendance? I can see a lot of men supporting our women. You need to give them support. Thank you for coming. One of the thank our colleagues, FBOs in the business that have invited the guests. Thank you so much. And above, we thank the presenter profusely for the preparation and for the presentation. You have done really so well to impact the women. And above all, who do we thank most? We thank God Almighty for making today a reality. Ladies and gentlemen, go back to whoever invited you here today and grab these products. They are yours. Grab the products. Use them well. And when you start to experience changes in your wellness and health, please go back to whoever invited you. Relate the person properly, and then keep using the products, because they are products that are natural, like they are explained in details. I want to thank everybody once more for coming. And I say, God bless you.
There's a question.
If there are questions, you can take 1 or 2 questions now.
Okay.
Go back to the chat room.
Yeah. I saw 2 questions. Let me just quickly answer them. One asked about irregular menses. I mentioned about, hormonal challenges, hormonal imbalance, and when you are of childbearing age, if you are having irregular menses, yes, it can be corrected. There are 5 products you will take for about 3 months to regulate it. If it's not coming at all from your age, whatever has been assessed, we'll have products you can take. I think you should contact the person that invited you here today. But on a clearer note, just start with the Vitalize for Women and aloe vera gel, and you will see great improvement. So if you are going to add all the other 3 products that helps you to normalize the menstrual cycle, it will depend on the test, the report that the doctor has actually diagnosed, and we'll have to get into all those reports to know what you are going to add. But Vitalize and aloe vera gel, just start with that to take great improvement. Second question was asking about fibroid. Yeah, please, fibroid, you don't need multi-marker, but you need the Vitalize. Unless you are looking for fruit of the womb, but it's advisable you take the product to shrink the fibroid for 3 months before you start taking the multi-marker. So no multi-marker or royal jelly if you have fibroid until you've already shrink the fibroid or you have surgically removed the fibroid. Vitalize, yes, but multi-marker, no. And I also wanted to remind you, Daddy, you are supposed to mention about business.
Yes, of course, this will lead us to what will happen next week, because same time next week, Wednesday, we have a bigger forum that will take us into the other side, because one is healthy, thank God for your life, but when pepper not rest, pepperrest.com, when there is no good cash flow, when there is always complaint about empty wallets, complain about the bank account that is zero, that is also sickness. So as you go through the celebration of Women's Day, just have in mind that this program you have listened to first is talking about your health. There is also an addendum to this program where you can use the products for your health, but at the same time you are making some money, some good cash flow. As we talk today, people are giving testimonies of what these products have done and how it has affected their bank accounts. So there's going to be a special program on that, because a business where you are getting in cash from about 10 different ways is something to be given a good thought. This is no more about salary in, but this is a business now where your productivity is what leads to how financially endowed you become. So there's another side of this that talks about really cash flow. And there's also a big side of it that talks about when you do the business well, you can begin to experience some nice vacation, relaxation, all expenses paid for by the company. As I speak, there are some people here listening, they are driving their brand new cars. These are all incentives. So there are a lot of things packaged into this business. But first step we have taken today is to let you know that first you have to do well, then next we can advance into how financially okay you can be. And then how can it affect your lifestyle, So there are a lot of things here. But today we appreciate you for coming and to say that this is the step that will take us to the next step. Next week, Wednesday, we invite you to another edition of some products for your health. And then we'll talk about the financial benefits, what we call the opportunity that will emanate from the use of the product. Have you ever heard about you are buying products to use, yet the company says, thank you for buying, and something flows into your account? And if you appreciate what the business looks like, you can be making income every day. Your profit daily is guaranteed. Some people make 50K profit daily, 50K profit daily, whereas some people work from the beginning of the month to the end of the month for 30K. So if you make 50K daily as profit, that is good enough. And at the end of the month, there's what we call bonus that is not salary, that is not fixed. So your productivity determines how much you keep earning, So as the month progresses, I cannot forget to mention the first day we joined the business, we got this information. And the first month, what came in was, thank you for the fibroids you mentioned. Thank you for about 3,700 Naira was the thank you. And the next month, 18,000 plus. Month 3, 118,000. Meanwhile, as a lecturer for how many years? My salary remained at 32,000 Naira in a month. And look at the business that kept growing. Month 4, about 420,000. Month 5, 750K. Month 6, 1.1 million. You see, so what I'm trying to use the potentials in the business. We'll give it a thought so that by next meeting, Wednesday, 8 p.m. again, we will expose all the secrets that will keep holding people down from growing financially. We'll break all the yoke and expose for you to know that there's something here you can do quietly at home, even with your phone. So once more, I want to thank everybody for coming today and say, God bless you for coming. Celebrate as you go, women. We'll celebrate with you and we'll say, God bless you. Let today be the change in your life. And then, thank you so much, our presenter for today. You have done what Napoleon could not do. It's a great presentation. Thank you. And then, all those that stayed on up till now, the blessings go to you in multiples. But next week, what do? Invite your friends to come and listen. It's going to be a wider presentation, both the business and also the products for your health. So once more, welcome. And as you go with the blessings of the Lord. I want to thank you once more and say, God bless you for coming today. And so celebrate and keep celebrating. Thank you for coming. You make me say,